It was Watkington back for the Cardinals. Indian punt matriculates out of bounds at their own 40. Their own 45. So now Upper Dublin on offense.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. There's 10 minutes remaining in this first quarter, 10:39 to be exact. Upper Dublin won the kickoff, or won the coin toss, and deferred for the second half. Upper Dublin put together a few nice plays, forcing a 3 and out, and now they will take over at the 50-yard line. I'm Jacob Orlick, joined by Matt Lagerstedt. Matt, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. Right now, I'm a little bit confused. I don't see Lawson Tyler out there. Oh, that's him running on. He wasn't on for that first play. Looked like it was Isaac George. I'm not sure. Oh, Tyler is out to the left. So, see what trickery comes here for the Cardinals.
Good to see Ronald Shepard back. And
from the median, number 4.
That was a handoff to Shepard, so they give it to him on the first play of the game.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused, but Lawson Tyler all the way out to the left, wide receiver. But it was just a wildcat from Shepard to take it right away. So, not much on the first drive, or on the first play, maybe 1 yard.
This is Upper Dublin's last regular season game that is scheduled. Upper Dublin sits at a 4-5 record. Souderton 7-2. This is a do-or-die situation for the Cardinals to make the playoffs. It's a handoff to Stein, and not much there.
That's quarterback Shepard.
Or that's Shepard again.
Yeah, back-to-back wildcat formation. Total of 3 yards in 2 plays. I don't see the reason for it. Test the DBs of Souderton. So hopefully we don't do the wildcat again. But we'll see what Coach Stover has.
Third down, it's an empty backfield. Shepard looks, and that is caught. That's Jacob Reef, the number 1 option for Lawson Tyler, and it'll bring up a 4th and 1. You have to go for it, keeping the drive alive. Great play, great catch by Jacob Reef. What do you got to do? I mean, Ronald Shepard, that didn't work the past 2 plays. So what do you do now?
I think you go a quick screen across to someone like Benji Rabbits. Benji Rabbits has been played pretty well in those plays, and we're going back with the wildcat formation.
Please say that there was a timeout called.
Yes, timeout called. I was so confused at what just happened.
Run off the field.
Yeah.
Timeout.
It was really confusing.
So, timeout for the best there. Not too sure how that was going to work. They ran the wildcat 2 plays in a row for Shepard. Remember, this is his first game back since that CR North game where he had 222 all-purpose yards.
Yeah, that was a big game for him. That win over CR North changed Upper Dublin's season. At that point, I think they were 1-4 at that time. And the Cardinals went on to go 3-1 over their next 4 games, including wins over like we said, CR North, Ben Salem, and Quakertown. And Cardinals looking for a win tonight to make the playoffs, the District 1 playoffs. Currently, with no games prior to tonight, the Cardinals were the 15 seed. So we will see how it shapes out tonight.
4th and 2, they call it. And they got to go. Snap straight to Shepard. Shepard runs and will pick up the first down. So good blocking inside by Jack Frierson, actually. Good to say his name.
Yeah.
So pick up the first down.
Yeah, Wildcat works that time. Shepard finds an open hole, gets a good gain of, I think that might have been 11 yards, 10, 11, or maybe like 7 or 8 yards. I think. I don't know where we were. I think we're at the 36, 37-yard line. So pick up 7 or 8.
And now it's Stein. Who's in at Wildcat. So Upper Dublin's using the Wildcat a lot tonight. Gain of about 3 yards.
Gain of 1.
1.
Coach Stover must have seen something during film about Souderton's run defense. I mean, we don't really have much access to what the coaches see, but it seems like Coach Stover saw something that makes him want to use the run game a lot.
Time is ticking here in this first quarter. 7:11 to go, and Upper Dublin has controlled this possession really nicely. Pressure gets in there and is sacked. That's Max Potson on the play, getting to the quarterback and a huge loss. So obviously takes Upper Dublin way out of field goal range. And now it's a 3rd and 16.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. You gotta at least get to, I would say, probably about the 27, 28-yard line for Lapa to be able to make that kick. He has a pretty good foot, so hopefully Cardinals can pick up a few to at least get us in field goal range.
Lapa and Reap line up on the outside. He's going to take a strike for Lapa, and it's just over his head. I was speaking with Gavin Lapa earlier, just before we left school. He said he wants to get involved in the game more. He said he wants the team to come together for this final game and play some good football. I gave him a solid stat projection, but I don't think he'll hit that.
So Cardinals going for it on 4th down. It's too shallow to punt, too far to kick, so might as well go for it. Still decently deep in Souderton's own territory, so why not go for it?
Yeah, and I don't like the play. I mean, 4th and 16, even if they do pick this up, and we'll see. It's dumped off, that Shepard, and just taken out of bounds. Really nothing there for him. It's just not the play, in my opinion. You take Gavin Lapa, you have him booted 20 yards, and it rolls inside the 10. But now Souderton's going to get the ball up at the 30, and it could have been at the 50 if Wassel was sacked.
Yeah, that's the risk you got to take as a quarterback and a coach, possibly. But there is obviously that chance of getting a big explosive play on a deeper ball too.
That was by 2, Caleb Boyer. Loose ball. Second down and 5.
So 2nd and 5. I just don't think going for it on a 4th and long in the first quarter when your season is on the line is the play. This is pitched out to number 2, makes a nice spin move, but ultimately not able to get much else. That's Caleb Moyer, the junior, 6'1", coming in at 190 pounds.
Pretty big running back.
It certainly doesn't look small from up here. So homecoming last week. It's almost November. This year's really flying by, Matt. And another one. This is number 44, Michael McCormick. So everyone for Souderton getting in on the action. And it's going to be tough to stop them tonight.
Yeah, I feel like Upper Dublin should have been a little bit better Souderton looked a little bit off on the start of that play. Probably should have got a loss of yards, get a big break out, and that was
good play there, able to stop McCormick. So after the one explosive run, Upper Dublin regains their footing and brings up a 2nd and 12. So you got to think about it like this if you're Upper Dublin. Stay in the game. Yeah, I mean, you have to win. So just stay in the game. You can't be giving up massive plays. You got to create big plays of your own, especially against a team that's 7 and 2. It's Walsh, rolls out to his right, throws, and it's bobbled and dropped. Pass intended for Sudi.
Incomplete.
And it was right in his hands. That was a really good throw for going on the run.
flag though. I think I might have picked it up though. It's like the referees are still talking about it. I didn't see anything. Don't know what the rest saw, but they're having a pretty long chat about it. So let's see what the referee's decision is and what the call was.
Clearly something important if they're discussing it for this long. And it's on Souderton. So a loss of down?
Yeah.
For what?
Well, no, it was an incomplete pass, and Souderton's already backed up, so they didn't want to make it 2nd and 17, so they kept it at 3rd and 12.
Good analysis there. Walsh to throw. Whitaker gets over to him, and pass is dropped again. You just can't be doing that if your record is 7 and 2. That's something that we see out of a primary school team.
Yeah, I don't even know what just happened. I think that was number. Do you know what number that was?
I think that was number 2.
Number 2.
I think that was Moyer.
Yeah, Moyer. Looked like Moyer was looking to run before he even caught the ball, so causing him to drop it. I'll start on Souderton.
You can't do before you have the ball. Yeah. Can't move without the ball first.
Illegal procedure against the Indians, 5-yard.
Cheerleaders here at Souderton are very energetic, giving us competition to broadcast to you. Fourth and 17, Souderton to punt. Kick is away. And it's not going to be touched. Wallington decided to let it go. And that cost them about 7 yards. And that is where Upper Dublin will start at the 23-yard line.
We're playing all right so far. That was a good first drive than us. We just got stuck at that 4th.
What about that punt? That punt was in the air for forever.
3 minutes and 19 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. For the second and third quarter, we're going to hand you off to Ray and Vinny. You heard them last week, and Matt and I will be back for the fourth quarter. Lawson looks over the head of Lapa again, and Lapa is not 7 feet tall. I'm not too sure if Lawson realizes that right now or if the nerves are getting to him, but I mean, these guys, they're playing man coverage. They have a look to create some big plays. Lawson's just got to get on the ball.
Yeah, it's probably Lawson's. A lot of these guys, especially someone like Lawson Tyler's biggest game of their career so far. I mean, like you said, we've been saying it all day. It's do or die for the Cardinals. Obviously, he didn't play much last year, so this is his game.
Tyler will get one more go at it next year, and this is Williams. Had the nice play earlier, and now the chains will move again for Upper Dublin. So Lawson Tyler finds Kevin Williams for that one, and of course he had the great sack earlier.
Yeah, and even go back to last game when he had that 68-yard touchdown for the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals or Lawson's going to start to use Kevin Williams more and more with his big size and his fat. He's actually pretty quick.
There's a lot of talent on this team. Handoff inside, Shepard. Back to the line, if not, pickup of one.
Handoff to Shepard.
Yeah, going back to Kevin Williams. He's going. Oh, and we have a man down for Souderton, so we will go away for a second. So, talk about Kevin Williams. Kevin Williams is in my English class. Miss Ip. So, always a fun class with Miss Ip. Kevin's a really smart kid. And, I mean, he's played pretty well so far, and at least in the second half of the season. I expect him to keep going.
Yeah, I mean, this is where it matters most for Upper Dublin, and if those guys, like Kevin Williams, he's a junior, can show that he's capable of doing it in the big moments, then I'm sure he's going to be a huge factor next year.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jacob will not be here next year. He will be going off to college. College.
That's crazy. Crazy to think about. But, you know, we all graduate high school at one point, and next year will be your senior year.
Yep.
So,
scary.
Yeah. And it's Kevin Williams senior year, and it will be Lawson Tyler senior year. And then who knows what's after next year.
Yeah, I think probably Isaac George will probably be the starting quarterback, but don't know how that's going to go because we're not going to be here.
Yeah, I mean, got some of the youngins in the club who will probably be here to take over.
Yeah, Jack held Jackson Turmar, right, Murray, you're not going to be here anymore. Senior, after we graduate.
Everything sorted out on the field, Upper Dublin ready to resume play. It was a pickup of 2 by Shepard. Design, quarterback run, Lawson Tyler, and met pretty quickly.
That's 11
and a pickup of 3.
Yeah, Tyler was hit pretty hard there. Actually, kind of surprised he held on to the ball with how hard he was hit. Hit like a truck by one of the Souderton defenders. Way to hold on the ball, so it's going to be 3rd and 6.
Not too exciting of a first quarter. Had the nice completion, Tyler to Jacob Reef. Then had that Kevin Williams catch for a first down, but that Jacob Reef catch was something impressive. He's got to find his receivers more.
Yeah.
Flags flying, a false start on the offense.
We've seen this story so many times this year. Upper Dublin, they've just been killed by the false start penalty this entire year. It's really been a struggle for them. Really thought they would have figured it out, at least by this point of the year. I mean, we're last game of the regular season. You would think that they would have figured it out.
Third and 11. A punt staring UD straight in the face. Tyler looks to throw, steps up in the pocket, and is met by a bunch of Indian defenders. Brings up 4th down and about 18. So Upper Dublin will punt this one away as time ticks down in this first quarter. 50 seconds and counting. So Lappa going to send it away and try and pin Souderton into a deep corner. So back it up again for Upper Dublin. I'm not too sure what happened.
The Cardinals moving back another 5 yards.
Could have been a false start. Not sure. Upper Dublin's got to get rid of the ball. Lapa puts everything he has into it, and that's a really nice punt. Brought up at the 40 and returned back to the 48. So that was a great punt by Lapa. And imagine if that hit the ground, that would have rolled out a lot more.
Carry was by number 9, Nate Siki.
So 20. Sorry.
No, you go.
Just going to say that there's 20 seconds remaining in this first quarter. So we'll be off the air, and we'll let Ray and Vinny take over. Back to you. What were you going to say?
I was going to say the same exact thing.
How do we think so, like, handoff inside and stuffed. It'll be a 2nd and 12, and that'll end the first quarter. Tie score 0-0, all defense so far.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I mean, really not much has gone on for either team. Defense has been pretty good, both sides. Cardinals just need a big break. That's what they just need.
We'll see you back in the fourth quarter.
I'm Matt Lagerstead.
Jacob Orlick. Hopefully this game is interesting for you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Vinny Felicio, and I'm joined by Ray Murray.
3rd and 10.
As you can see, that was a very defensive first quarter right there.
Yeah, every time Upper Dublin or Souderton had something going, stopped a lot of stops, and we're sitting at a 0-0 ball game. Souderton has the ball at the 48, and 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, Souderton. Wallace goes back to pass. They throw a screen to number 6. He makes a good move for about 4 yards. Well, Ray, we saw Upper Dublin in their first drive just do a bunch of wildcat with Ronald Shepard and some with George Stein. I mean, do you think they should continue that?
I don't know. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to throw off Souderton, trying to go with a lot of different formations and ultimately capitalize in the later quarters.
I agree with that perfectly, and Souderton's going to punt for the 3rd time tonight already.
Yeah, last game for Upper Dublin, absolutely lights out on defense.
And we continue that dominance tonight as Wallington returns it around the 15. He makes a move, and he's just going to get swarmed by the Indians.
Good coverage by the Indians.
First and 10 Upper Dublin. So far, 5 total punts by both teams.
Yeah, Upper Dublin has punted twice, I believe, and turned it over on downs once. Haven't really gotten anything going. I believe 2 first downs, and Lawson Tyler has probably only thrown the ball once or twice this game.
Here we go with the Wildcat again. Shepard in the backfield. Motions Williams. That's a new thing in the Wildcat. As Shepard goes up for about a 3-yard gain. I mean, I mean, they're probably just trying to open up the playbook a little more.
Yeah, very big game here, obviously, today. Win or go home for the Cardinals. They're playing, and their defense is playing like absolutely lights out.
And the Souderton defense is no joke either. They've allowed, I think, last 3 games they've allowed less than 14 points in all 3 contests. They're coming off a 70-0 win too. 56-0 heading in the third quarter. As Stein takes the handoff, and I think that's going to be a holding penalty right there. I mean, Ray, 70-0 is no joke.
Yeah, no, it's very rare that you see a upwards of 40-point game, much less 70. So, I mean, Upper Dublin their defense has been the story of their season. I mean, not allowing very many points, but sometimes on offense they get a lot of costly penalties like they have here. I believe that's already 4 or 5 penalties this game.
Yeah, Souderton has also got to try up the penalties.
Second down, 16 for the Cardinals.
Second down and 16. Looks like Tyler's in the gun here, unless they snap it to Rahman. Tyler goes back to pass. He finds a lap ball. Lap ball will pretty much get the penalty back.
Complete over the 20.
A gain of about 8. And that makes it a 3rd down and 8.
That's lap ball.
Ray, do you think the passing game and the running game will help Upper Dublin win today more?
I don't know. Ronald Shepard is back, but he has been on about, I believe, a 3-game hiatus from playing with that concussion. I don't know. I think passing could be the way here. Lawson has passed the ball relatively well in the opportunities that he has had to pass. As Upper Dublin, a 3rd and 7 here. Looks pass.
Tyler's looking. He's going to lap, but the intended target, and it's incomplete. I mean, I'm curious how Souderton also, approach Upper Dublin's film this week, because the Upper Dublin offense has been all over the place so far this season.
Last game, I feel like they've had like a fair share of everything. Luke Platt with 1 on the ground, Benji Gravitz 1 catching, Lawson Tyler, I believe, 2 touchdowns. Kevin Williams also a touchdown. Great game overall against Ban Salem as Upper Dublin heads to punt.
Upper Dublin punting for the 3rd time tonight. Lap, that's almost blocked right there, and they're going to get a good return out of this. Souderton is up to the 35 with great starting field position to start off. I mean, so far the Souderton offense has been nothing special either. I think they have 1 or 2 first downs as well.
They also line up in a very odd formation, a lot of wishbone. You only see that playbook usually in college with Army and Navy. So, yeah, they have ran the ball a lot so far this game, but to not much avail so far, as they've only had about 1 first down, I believe.
The quarterback Walsh doesn't have a lot of passing yards so far this season, and it seems like number 0, Jared Higginbotham, has a lot of carries and rushing yards. As Clark goes, his intended target is number 18, Trent Clemmer, and it's incomplete. I mean, a lot of these Souderton skill positions are small, like number 0 as in Jared Higginbotham, and that number 18, Trent Clemmer. But some of those small guys can be fast.
Yeah, on the very first play, number 0, very fast, got to the outside very quick. That could be a problem for Upper Dublin.
Play action, jet sweep. Clark looking deep. That's an incomplete pass. I think Ramis Ferguson with the coverage.
Yeah, a lot of contact there.
Souderton fans were unhappy with that.
Oh, yeah.
But Upper Dublin will most certainly take it.
3rd and 10 here. Will we see another punt?
What? Oh, 3rd and 10. They motion the fullback. Chase hard, and it's going to be Clark passing. That's going to be first down. Number 6 with the catch. Hunter Smelts, senior. And this Souderton roster, so many seniors. I'm looking at it right now. And a lot of those seniors are a bunch of skill positions.
Upper Dublin's the same way. A lot of their skill positions are seniors, aside from Lawson Tyler and George Stein in the backfield.
And I think all of the starting offensive line is seniors. As number 9 gets the jet sweep for a first down. I mean, obviously, Upper Dublin next year, Upper Dublin has a lot of skill position players that are juniors and sophomores, but that offensive and defensive line is going to be graduating a lot of seniors. We'll see how that gets impacted next season. As they hand it off to Hickenbottom, and Hickenbottom is going to be pushed for the first down.
To the 5, it'll be 1st and goal, Souderton.
Yeah, Souderton threatening for the first time this game. This drive has been almost perfect for them. Converting on 3rd down, getting into the red zone, and now we're looking at, I believe, 1st and goal.
And let's see how Coach Wall attacks the Souderton T-bone offense in the goal line. I mean, I'm curious to see what Souderton puts on, because there was the wishbone, wing T, they motion the fullback, and they hand it off to number 28. 28 gets an easy touchdown. Chase Armino, the junior, puts the first points on the board.
Center touchdown number 28, Chris Armino.
Yeah, Souderton fans very loud after that touchdown. Now for the PAT to make it 7.
Extra point is up and good. I mean, Souderton just found their offense. Let's see if Upper Dublin can find theirs on this next drive.
Yeah, 6:46 left in the first half, and Upper Dublin really needs to score here. They do get the ball at half. It would be great if they get some points on the board and just have some momentum going into halftime. Coming out of halftime, they do get the ball, so it'll be interesting to see here what the Upper Dublin offense can achieve.
As we said earlier, there's 6 punts in the game before the first points were scored.
High School Football Design Back Bingo, Saturday, November 15th, 6 p.m. Souderton 5.
Souderton with the kickoff, and they deliver a boot. And Upper Dublin fumbles it in front of them. They're lucky there. Payon gets met at about the 20, 21, 22-yard line. I mean, what does Upper Dublin have to do here, you think?
I think they just got to convert, and they got to stop giving away yards due to penalties. I mean, they put themselves back at 3rd and 15, sometimes 3rd and 20, and they really have no chance to do much of anything when you have that much field to go.
I mean, Upper Dublin so far in the running game today has done not that good. Their passing game has been where they've gotten a couple first downs, but not many to be shared from. As Shepard's in the backfield, they motion Stein. They give the handoff to Stein for the first, not for the first time, but that was the first jet sweep we saw in the Wildcat formation.
Stein on the carry, gain of 1.
I mean, you wonder if eventually in the second half they'll pull off like a Wildcat pass, leading that off.
Yeah, you see Lawson Tyler lining up in the wide receiver spot, but not much avail so far. absolutely just getting stopped every time. So, yeah, I think the passing game should be the way to go here for Upper Dublin.
And for all we know, they might have a halfback pass play loaded up. I remember, I think last year we practiced it a couple times just in case. And freshman year, one time we ran one with Chris Colbrenner as the running back. First down, Upper Dublin.
Pass complete.
Yeah, second and
Number
1.
10, Peone.
Yeah, Lawson Tyler, another complete pass there for the first down. Sorry, never mind. 3rd and 1.
Third and 1.
They're going to mark him 1 yard short. I thought he got there.
I think he was a yard short there. Probably just. And the Wildcat is going to be used again. 3rd and 1. Souderton's probably going to bring out a blitz. And Shepard gets Mead in the backfield. About a loss of 1.
Yeah, a lot of direct snap plays, a lot of Wildcat plays. Upper Dublin offense staying on the field.
This is risky right here. Upper Dublin obviously on deep in their own territory, going for it.
Yeah, 4th and 1 though. You got to be aggressive here. I think the defense has played relatively well. Do you have confidence in this defense? You think if you're Coach Dover?
Yeah. Shepard taking the snap. Shepard, he's got the first down.
That's Shepard with the first.
The chains are going to be moved. I mean, in the NFL for the Eagles, you can just do the tush. In the NFL, you can just do the tush push for the Eagles, and that's an automatic first down. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I am a Commanders fan, so I do have some personal bias here, but yeah, I think it is a legit play that you can run. However, they have gotten away with some false starts on it, but I'm sure the rest will start to get on it. Rest miscalls all the time. So.
I mean, other teams try to run it, and they never can.
Yeah, I know. As Commanders tried to run it against the Browns last year, and it did not work.
As Tyler's in the gun, he's play action, just pass to Shepard. Shepard's going to be met. 2-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, Shepard took a big hit on that play. As soon as he caught the ball, defenders were right on him.
The one actually tush push that I've seen work is the Colts, where they use the rookie tight end Tyler Warren. They use them in tush push, and it actually works.
Yeah.
Penn State did use Warren a lot for that last year.
Yeah, Warren had a great season at Penn State last year, I would say. First-round draft pick, first-round talent for sure. He's having a pretty good season along with Chandler Jones on the Colts.
Yeah, he's considered a fantasy tight end 1 right now as Stein gets the handoff.
Colson Loveland, I think, is last. Third and 5 here for the Cardinals. 2:44 and running on the 41, on their own 41. 7-0 game.
3rd and about 5. Tyler's alone in the backfield. He drops back. Tyler. Oh, brutal drop by Gavin Lappa. 4th and 5, and it's decision time for Coach Dover, and I think he's going to bring up the punt unit.
Sports Hall of Fame. Along with the presentation.
I mean, Upper Dublin had a couple looks on that drive. That drop by Lappa causes bad. Let's see if Lappa can deliver a boot for the Cards.
Yeah, rushing onto the field, number 5. As Upper Dublin gets ready to punt. And that's an absolute bomb by Gavin Lappa. Oh, and that ball is rolling, and they will get them inside the 25-yard line.
What a great punt by Gavin Lappa. So 2:10 in this first half. Maybe Upper Dublin can cause a fast turnover or on downs, punt, to maybe get this offense one more chance to tie it. Upper Dublin does receive it in the second half, so if they stop Souderton here, they're in good shape, still down 7-0. Souderton running a wing tee as they hand it off to the fullback, who gets met at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, defense last game absolutely lights out. As I said earlier, Dylan Moody, I believe 3 interceptions.
He actually had 4.
4, yeah. One of them I believe did get called back due to a fumble, but
that still counts. He fumbled, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful performance by the defense again. Already allowed more points this game than they did last game. Souderton, though, much harder opponent to face.
Clark rolls out, and he's going to be sacked. I believe that was Benji Ravitch who tripped him up. And I believe Upper Dublin's going to call their second timeout.
I believe that is the second timeout by Upper Dublin, as they have Souderton inside their own 15 now.
Well, I know Upper Dublin definitely used their first timeout within the first 3 plays. I forget, though, if there was another timeout. I forget if it was called by Souderton.
I believe it was called by Souderton. They were trying to get a flag, I believe. I'm pretty sure they called a timeout, though.
Yeah. And it is deflected. Avoided by the Souderton crowd, but I actually think that was pretty good coverage. We might have got away with something, but I think that was pretty good coverage.
Souderton fans very mad at the refs. A little bit, I would say a little bit of contact there.
Womp womp.
There's actually a lot of contact there.
Yeah.
Souderton forced to punt here.
Let's see if
From their own 15.
Upper Dublin.
Hunter backed up almost into the end zone.
And as you can see, Wallington's lined up at the 42 of Souderton. This is a great position for Upper Dublin if they can score before this half and tie up the game. Timeout Souderton. This entire crowd and coaching bench is so pissed off right now.
Souderton, I will say, does know how to pack out a home crowd. They are filled to the brim here for this chilly Friday night.
Fourth and 14 from the Souderton 15. We're hoping for Upper Dublin big return here. Maybe they get a couple blocks off. Give Wallington that room. He obviously has that one opening kickoff return against Harry Truman on senior night.
Oh, yeah. Dublin, most likely going to be inside of the 50. As that is an action. That is a bomb of a punt, forcing Wallington all the way back. He muffs the punt. We're able to recover it. And we're down at the 30.
And what? That was a good punt by Souderton. Upper Dublin was probably playing shallow because they needed a good return. Wallington just backing up on it, bobbles the ball because he got a bad angle. Nothing you can do much if you're Upper Dublin there.
Oh yeah, that was a bomb of a punt from his own 3-yard line, bombs it down to about the 35, forces Wylington to make a bad angle on it. Muffs the punt, able to recover. That is good for Upper Dublin. As Upper Dublin has the ball at their own 30-yard line. Lawson Tyler is the only one back there.
Tyler looking back, he throws. That's caught out of bounds. Caught by Ampoon for a gain of 5.
This is complete. Second down.
Oh, that was incomplete. Never mind. Wait. No, that was completed.
Excuse me. Yes, complete. 2nd and 4.
I mean, Upper Dublin's probably going to get a couple short passes here, but they got to go for a long ball eventually.
Only 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the first half at their own 36-yard line. They need some points here if they want to have any kind of momentum going.
You only have one timeout. It's Tyler looking. Reef catches it at the 50 to the 45 and to the 44. And Upper Dublin's got to go no huddle, tempo. 55 seconds left. I think the clock, the clock stops on first downs. It's 50 seconds and ticking. Tyler looking back. Tyler slings it, caught. Gavin Lappa. Tempo, first down. No, it's not.
Would imagine they would clock it here. Mount Souderton. Great 2 plays there. Jacob Reef able to bite off a 20-yard gain and then short little pass to Gavin Lappa to pick up another first down.
And I believe the reason Souderton called a timeout, they might have been down 1 man on defense.
Yeah, they were forced to. Upper Dublin's really forcing them to move men in and out of the field. They couldn't afford to take a disadvantage there.
So far, this is the best we've seen Upper Dublin's offense play so far today.
Yeah, I feel like if they just put a lot of pressure on Souderton's defense, that is their key to success. They have not gone Wildcat at all this drive, so maybe the first and second quarter offensive drives were to fool Souderton's defense a little bit.
But obviously here you can't go Wildcat, because if you go Wildcat, the clock's just going to be ticking. You just got to pass it. 35 yards away from the end zone is Upper Dublin, and they have to get there in 36 seconds.
2nd and 1.
Obviously, though, you can
check that 37.
Tyler's looking, and I thought Lappa was held there for a second. I thought they were going to put the flag up.
Yeah,
but they probably have to make up for that.
Yeah, Lawson Tyler under a lot of duress there. Indians came right after him. They're in his face about 2 seconds into the play as Gavin Lappa was a little bit of contact there. Nothing too much, though. No penalty called. 33 seconds left.
Tyler looking. Tyler's just going to – he doesn't even have the first down. It's 4th and inches, and they're going to call timeout.
Stop short, but there's a flag.
Worst case scenario, Upper Dublin tries to at least get into field goal range. Gavin Lappa range is probably within the 20-yard lines in the red zone.
Yeah, we were actually having this conversation earlier, me and Vinny, that kickers can kick upwards of 50 yards, but just the amount of pressure that kickers are on under games are.
And Upper Dublin's going to get a 15-yard prayer here and a face mask penalty. And that's probably going to put them in field goal range at least.
Yeah, worst case scenario here is a sack with, I believe, 1 timeout left for Upper Dublin.
No, I thought they just used it. Did they use it? The flag stopped the timeout. So, but worst case scenario, they can get one more play and maybe clock it if they're in. They're going, and there's going to be another penalty. And the Souderton fans are angered again. As Upper Dublin's probably going to get about a 10-yard penalty, 15-yard penalty here. Upper Dublin has great position to tie this game up. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better situation right now. Tyler in the gun. The ball is, I think it's first and goal maybe. I can't really see. As he throws it, and just a miscommunication there, intended for Payon. Tyler in the empty set. He's gonna look. Tyler just throws it away. You gotta be careful here too. If you do a long play and it stays in balance, you're not gonna probably get any points because there won't be enough time to clock it. So just maybe one more shot to the end zone, and if that doesn't work, just kick 3.
Yeah, really no turnovers right now. That is the best case scenario. Get Gavin Lappin to chip one through the uprights, go into half with a little bit of momentum.
But as I said, you got to make sure to have enough time to clock it because I believe there's no timeouts unless the face mask penalty clocked it. That's Tyler. He's looking. Caught and Pam. That's a touchdown.
Dublin. Beautiful communication there between Lawson and Ant Payon. Touchdown cards and one kick away, and we got a tie game.
I mean, what a textbook drive. You get the ball back after a muff punt. You go 70 yards in a minute and 30 seconds, and you score the game-tying touchdown.
I think the story of that drive was penalties. Souderton gave away a lot of yardage there just off of penalties. Having to put it up.
I mean, penalties have played a big impact in today's game as Lappa goes for the extra point. And that's a good. Souderton did bring a lot of pressure there, but Lappa squeezes through. And about 7 seconds left. Upper Dublin just got to make sure there's no returns.
Yeah, I know. Be safe here. Being safe is really the main.
And so far, Upper Dublin's defense has played excellent.
I know. Souderton put up 70 last game, and they've played so well today. Upper Dublin's defense, though, able to just shut them down after that touchdown. Offenses were able to find their footing after about 3 drives of nothingness. Yeah, Gavin Lappin to kick it away here with about 7 seconds left to go.
The first kickoff we saw was a little squib kick. But Upper Dublin has done many squib kicks this season. I mean, with kickers in the NFL, Ray, 10 years ago you didn't see anyone kicking 60, and now you see everyone kicking 60 now, every single kick.
Oh, yeah. Different rule changes and just players obviously getting better. You've seen a lot of different kinds of kicks.
Upper Dublin close to getting that. And Souderton's either going to get a shot to the end. Quarterback probably can't. They're probably just going to knee it out and go 7-7. Upper Dublin is going to receive the second half.
I know. Clutch score there for Ampione from Lawson Tyler. And they go into half with a lot of momentum. And that momentum is really the key to a lot of sports, and football being one of them.
And hopefully Upper Dublin's offense can build up that momentum. Obviously the passing game worked well in that, but it was rushed, and we'll see if they can continue that success. Upper Dublin, Souderton, 7-7.
Final play of the first half, and Upper Dublin will be back in 20 minutes. Upper Dublin 7, Souderton 7.